It's finally time. I never start many of my videos like that, but it feels right for this one. It's the third special. The Petal Gala can be watched on my alt channel, PonyTube, or downloaded with the links in the description. It may be named the Petal Gala, but we need to address the elephant in the room.
Time travel!
Oh yeah, time travel in MLP is back. But this time not because of Unicorn's overpowered spells, but seemingly technology and the Bright House's magic. They really don't explain it all that much, but it's clear that the Bright House has something to do with it. First, because it seemingly wipes Odessa's memory for some reason, and later, when it tries to keep the door from opening again, when Zinnia tries to follow. My guess as to why it wipes Odessa's memory is that it wants her to be a part of the festival. If she kept her memory, they probably would have cancelled the festival in fear of Zinnia, instead of letting her join in. And I'm glad she does, because her voice and songs are incredibly fun. Level Up might be one of my new favorite songs in G5. The gala in general is a very fascinating event, similar to many real-life red carpet events. My first thought went to the Hellfire Gala in Marvel Comics though. Over-the-top outfits and a good time. But these outfits were more than over-the-top. You can't see it well in the animatics, but the concept art shows how cluttered they were. They were trying something and it just didn't really work for me. It came with a nice red carpet scene though, and having Queen Haven and Alpha Battle arrive together just warmed my heart. Having some of the background ponies and even the Apparatus appear too was a delight. Another delight was Odessa Evensong in general. She felt very similar to Rara or Countess Coloratura, discovered by a power and money-hungry producer as a child, raised to be a star, only getting out of it with the help of the main cast. She ran away from Zinnia because she was aware of the situation though. She may have been deceived by her at the start, but she understood that she had to get out of there herself. But to really get past it, she needs the new friends she made in the present. She is strong and has really nice potential with her magic. She helps decorate with it too, but she is no match for Zinnia. None of them are. Zinnia seems like the pinnacle of Earth Pony magic with her vines. Even working together, they can't beat her. Sunny is going full Alicorn mode, and even that Zinnia is brushing off. This entire fight scene is basically a means to show the true potential of Earth Pony magic, which has been very much slept on so far. We know that magic just keeps evolving, which is why Zinnia talks about the old-timey ponies, always working together, while she can show them the true power of the future. As a future pony, she of course would be part of that evolved magic, which could explain her dark-looking vines. These vines also remind me a lot of the Plunder Seed vines from Season 4 of Friendship is Magic. Powerful dark vines with thorns. We've basically only seen them grow over simple green vines or flowers so far, so this is a new use of them. She also seems like she specifically practiced to fight with them. Fitting for someone who has such a power-hungry presence. Either that, or this is really just how strong magic is for everyone in the future. The last time skip gave us an entirely new kind of magic, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched to have this as part of the constantly evolving magic. Another reason for their strength could also be that their magic is sort of technology enhanced. The magic time travel portals seem technological, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they did something similar with Zinnia's magic in general. Even their bodies seem like they are combined with technology, almost cyborg-like. I wouldn't have been surprised if Zinnia would have said, "I'll be back." Sadly, a big chunk of the fight scene doesn't have sound effects, so we have to use our imagination to get a sense of how this devastation sounds. Regardless of how many of the current time ponies work together, they just can't overpower her. Without the Deus Ex Machina of the QT Mark summoning the Bright House Rainbow magic, they would have lost if it weren't for that. In fact, they had already lost, when the
Rainbow Laser
hit Zinnia and took her away. Not to turn her to stone or anything, just to straight up explode her. At first I thought that might have sent her back to her time, but when Odessa returns there later, no Zinnia is in sight, so it seems like it literally killed her. First Opaline gets eaten by a tree, and now we have Zinnia getting exploded by the Unity Crystals. It's a bit morbid that everyone is celebrating, but let's be honest, we all wanted that to happen to Sven Gallop in D4. The Earth Pony magic was really the meat of the special, next to the time travel of course, but they really don't explain that well enough. There are some more small things I want to mention though, like the outfits. I mentioned how convoluted they are, but why do they change into them normally? We just got the magic mirror a few episodes ago, that can magically change outfits. Why does anyone do it manually anymore? The gala in general is gorgeous anyways. It seems like so much fun to watch or be part of. Or at least it was, until their immaculate performance was rudely interrupted by Zinnia. At least the show goes on, first in the present before sending off Odessa again, but not until they gave her something to remember them by. I feel like her showing so much in the past could backfire. It always does in time travel movies. What if Zinnia is never born now? But nobody's gonna bother with these what ifs. They are too focused on the friendships they've made. And in the future, Odessa steps right back out onto another stage, showing how much freer she feels now, under her own control, and with a great adventure to look back on. I'm curious though, how far in the future is this? We know Pip is a classic in this time, but the song she's singing might be ancient for them. One more thing about Odessa and the future in general. They didn't seem to recognize Sunny, which could mean that she does not make it this far in the future, potentially lacking immortality of normal Alicorns. For Odessa this might just be because of how her amnesia worked. And when her memories came fully back, they had other things to worry about. And Zinnia makes it clear that she isn't a fan of these types of friendship-loving ponies, but describes them as old-timey ponies, which can be read as her having at least heard of them before, but just not being impressed by them. Or Sunny actually reaches her Alicorn state of being tall and lanky, which could make her look different enough to not notice it in the heat of battle. That's it for me though. This is a 30-minute episode, so I'm sure there are things that you felt were important that I didn't mention, so let me know more in the comments. Though I gotta say, it's way better paced than a normal episode. This is what happens when you give the writers some freedom. But be prepared. Even with Special 3 out of the way, we aren't done yet. Have some patience and you'll see. But first, what do you think? How did this time travel work? Is it just the Bright House or is there more to it? What do you think of the potential of the Earth Pony magic after this? Let me know. Join my Discord and discuss some more. Thanks to my supporters, especially to my Alicorn Tier supporters, Princess, who wants me to say, reunite the Star Scouts, and Settled Spectrum, whose message is, Pistachio's best pony, as well as Maverick, and until next time, Fellow Bronies, Bony Fellas, and bye.